Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jefferies, the present day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. Whether we are striving for success in better health, better exercise, better business, increasing our income, having better, deeper, juicier relationships, it doesn't matter what it is. The real truth is that the growth starts with us. Oh my God, that's so hard to hear sometimes. However it is. And we can get so caught up in chasing external goals without realizing that the foundation for sustainable growth in any area, it doesn't matter what it is, business, relationships, health, exercise, anything, lies in us growing us. It is. It's just the way it is. It's easier to look outside than get that we're in control of where the outside goes. And we have to do this part first. So that's what I'm diving into today. So yes, our mindset determines our results. Our mindset determines our results. That's it. What we think about, we bring about. And our mindset is kind of, if you imagine, it's the lens that we see things through. We see the world through. We see our potential through. And if our mindset is rooted in scarcity and self-doubt and fear and negativity, that's what we get. We get more of that because we're not able to see where we want to go. We've been going, I want to be successful. However, if we're locked in poverty mindset versus a growth mindset, the doors don't open and we get really stuck, struggling. It's like we're headbutting all the time and it's incredibly frustrating. I've been there. I've totally done it in my younger years. Now I have such an, I can do anything mindset. I know I still have to do the work. And I know if I want to create different results in my life, I get to work on me, grow me, my mindset in that particular area that I'm wanting to create different results in. It has to start with me. So how do you adopt a growth mindset? Well, the easiest way that I've found is when anything happens, it doesn't matter what it is, the good, the not so good, the challenging, all those things, instead of asking myself and thinking, why is this happening to me? I go, wow, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? It's a simple default to correct. So if our old default is, like mine used to be years ago, I totally lived from a doom and gloom mindset when I was younger. So if the mindset is there going, poor me, why is this happening to me? Victim, victim, victim. As we go to default to that, catch it. And as we start to go to the negative, go, I got this. What am I learning from this? What can I learn from this? And the more we catch it without giving ourselves a hard time, the more we catch it, we create a new default. There's this thing called neuroplasticity, and we can totally restructure the way our brain works. It is so damn cool. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what the journey is you've had. We can all at any time tap into neuroplasticity and rewire our brain because the belief is just a thought we have over and over and over and over. So if we start thinking different thoughts, we create a new groove, and it creates a whole new default and belief. And we can go from thinking, fuck, this is hard, through to, I can do this. I've got to learn it. And guess what? I can do this. I love it. I love a growth mindset. And it took me years to really get what this was. However, it's a game changer for life when we get it. So that's the way I do. I do that. Instead of going, poor me, why is this happening to me? I go, hey, why is this happening to me? What can I learn from this? And practice gratitude. Shift our focus to abundance and noticing all the good stuff that is happening. Again, instead of focusing on what is not working the way we want to yet. And get mentors. I do. I pay mentors a lot of money to help me move through my blocks. Maybe it's time for you to get a coach or a mentor. I work with people all around the world, whether it's podcasts or a course you buy, an online course that you can self-pace. I work with people in my 12-week course where I work with them directly whether one-on-one or in a group. However, I've got other people who like to tap into my online course that's self-paced. They get to watch the videos. They don't get me directly, but they get a community where they can still ask me questions. So there's lots of possibilities. So maybe it's time to invest in some extra support. I know it's essential to my continual growth and the successes that I get from it. So that's one. Number two, our emotional intelligence fuels our relationships. And so it doesn't matter if it's life, business, community, whatever it is, success of any kind is absolutely deeply rooted in relationships. So whether it's with our clients, our customers, our team members, our family, our brothers, sisters, my surf mates, it doesn't matter what it is, the influence of those people we have around us absolutely fuels or depletes our emotional intelligence. So self-awareness is really cool, okay? Spending time reflecting on our emotions and our triggers, our glimmers, the things that are like, yeah, that's good, versus our triggers, which are, okay, this one's a challenge. Whether you're into journaling or meditation, whatever it is to be able to process what you need to process and grow, self-awareness, catching it and going, yeah, okay, cool, got it. And then active listening to what's really going on. I learned years ago from one of my mentors to be interested, not interesting. I know when I was younger, I was interesting and I wouldn't listen. And, you know, one of the ways that I've taught myself to listen is I stopped reading books and started listening to audiobooks. Now, for an ADHD brain that goes so fucking fast, that's really challenging sometimes. However, it's probably 5 years now that I've been listening to books instead of reading them, and it has helped me build my listening skills dramatically. So if you are like me, that you can get lost when it comes to listening, you know, it's like you're listening, but you've got your brain on what you want to say next. That's not cool. We listen to the whole complete whatever it is that's being said. Let the person feel heard, because you know how good you feel when you get truly heard. Okay, so aim to be interested, not interesting, and really actively listen. It's an art that we can build. It really is. And then have empathy. You know, show genuine care, because that care and that loyalty fosters collaboration and fosters relationships. So the more we work actively to enhance our emotional intelligence, we find it easier to live our life, and the ripples that get created from that show up in our relationships and our income and our business and our personal life and our health and everything are insane. So
have you ever wondered how your life could have been different if you'd had access to this type of content at a younger age? Look, this is why I need your help. I'm working to build the #1 platform that gives real and easy to integrate healthy life hacks and mindset to help you get well and stay well. This show only grows by word of mouth and new subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you could click the subscribe button right now, leave a 5-star written review, or drop a comment below. Share this episode with a friend and I would be forever grateful. Now, let's get back to this week's episode.
Emotional intelligence is one. Next one is that we have to look after our health. You know, it's impossible to grow a business. It's impossible to grow income, to have really cool, juicy relationships, all those kind of things if we're running on empty. We have to look after ourselves first. In my book, The 7 Steps to Sanity, the very first 7 Steps to Sanity was about self-care and respecting ourselves and looking after ourselves. I wrote that book 25 years ago, and it's the condensed version of that is in my new book, Fuck the Stress, and it's still relevant today. You know, our physical and mental health are non-negotiables. They are non-negotiables. They are the foundation for our success. So if you are doing all the external stuff and not looking after you, start with these. These are 3 in my BAM. Okay, 1, prioritize sleep. Our adrenal glands need between 7 and 9 hours quality sleep at night, even 5 nights a week, to recharge cortisol and ultimately recharge our chi. When we run out of chi, we die. Our chi gets replenished with good food, good rest, good play. Get rest. We need to mindfully move our body. Now, exercising, moving of any description really helps to improve our mood and gets our productivity going and helps our energy levels and everything.
But the secret is to do an exercise that you enjoy. I've just come back from a big, long beach walk because the surf wasn't right for surfing today. Whether it's yoga, surfing, walking, doesn't matter what it is. Do what works for you. Because if someone says to me, Jen, you have to go to the gym, I don't. Gym is not my vibe. Working out, outdoors, that's my thing. So do what works for you. And nourishing ourselves. Look at sticking close to nature with food 80% of the time. Get the water into us, limit the junk food, 80% of the time, stick close to nature, and our body works for us. And then if we're looking after our health in that way, we've got the stamina, we've got the clarity, we've got the presence in life to be able to deal with those challenges when they happen, and also notice the opportunities for growth. And with growth comes success. We have to start. The next one is clarity and vision with goals. And look, we can talk about SMART goals and all those things. I like the acronym CLEAR, CLEAR. So CLEAR focuses on kind of the agility and that emotional, I'm in this, versus a really fixed environment. So CLEAR, C is for collaborative. So this is all about engaging other people in what you're doing. So whether it's your family, hey, I want to start walking every day. Who wants to come with me? Partner, kids, whatever. Or if it's something at work, let's do this together. That makes it easier to achieve any goal. The next one is L, limited. Okay, keep the scope of the goal manageable so that you can maintain focus and prevent overwhelm. Having the pie in the sky, I'm all for big, hairy, audacious goals. However, on a day-to-day basis, we need to have them in pieces so that we can achieve the little wins and stop getting overwhelmed. Okay? The next one is emotional, E for emotional. And so our goals should inspire us and connect us to whatever our values are. Because at the end of the day, it's our why we're doing it, that emotion that keeps us engaged to want to continue to achieve them. A is appreciable. So this is, again, breaking those big goals into smaller, manageable steps. And then R is refinable. Oh my gosh, do you know that we're allowed to change the rules? We're allowed to change the rules. Circumstances in life change. Who says you have to have, this is the goal and I'm not going to change anything about it? Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Like, be flexible and adapt the goal as the circumstances change, because the reality is circumstances change. Life changes. Life is not static. Visualize the success. Even this morning, I did a 10K walk, and I noticed when I did the Camino, I walked the Camino across Spain, 800 Ks across Spain, I got really good at looking at the horizon and being able to notice how far that was. And I was down at Currumbin Creek today, at the beach near me, and I'd already done about 5Ks. And I looked back up, all the way up past Surfers Paradise, and I thought, yeah, that's about 30Ks away. Now, I didn't want to walk that 30Ks today, but I was able to visualize and go, I can, and I know I can walk that. And it was like, you've got to know where you're going. If we don't know where we're going, how the hell, it's like the GPS for life. We need to be able to visualize. Otherwise, how do you get there? And then, review and adjust as we go. Stay flexible, because that's the key to actually staying on track. Okay. Number 5 is resilience. I want people to have sustainable ways of living. Growth, like I said, it's never linear. Setbacks and failures are going to happen. That's it. And because the universe loves contrast. So as soon as we have wild success in something, a challenge will come through. That it's a law of nature we can't get around. It's not just like, success every minute of the day. It's not. And so we need to be able to build this resilience. And so I want people to live their life in a way that is sustainable, to keep moving forward and be able to celebrate the little wins. And when a challenge comes, go, yep, okay, off track, cool, back on track. I've got this. Because if not, when a challenge comes, we can see it as failure and give up. And again, 100% of nothing is nothing. That's why I say shoot for 80%. Do your best. I always do my best. And I know if something challenges me, I was like, okay, cool. I'll learn to grow through it. And at the same time, if it takes me off track, I just go, okay, cool, off track, back on track. Build these support systems around you with the people that are around you, your daily mundane actions, that drink enough water, get to bed early, read positive stuff, get mentors, get coaches, build that support system, because that strong network helps us weather those storms of life. We can grow the most extraordinary lives across every realm: relationships, work, success, money, income, health, all those things. It's all possible if we start with us. We need to ground ourselves, and we do those foundational steps like I've talked in this podcast. Go back and listen to it again and just start. You don't have to do 100% of them at once, but start and then build on it. That's what a foundation is. For us to be able to flourish in anything, we need a strong foundation. Otherwise, the next time a challenge comes along, it's just going to kick us over. That's useless. So I want people to have a fucking legendary life, and we can. It starts with us on the inside. Stop shooting for the outside stuff. I know I did it in my younger years, and it just got frustrating. It was like the goals got further and further away. And then I realized, okay, my success, my income, my relationships, everything can only grow to the extent that I grow myself. See ya.
I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review, have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from, so that you always catch the next episode. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.